Hello, blister popping fans. I'm Kevin Ripa, and this is my Sans 3 Minutes Max. We've been talking about numbers and the numbers and numbering that are used in computer data. And we're going to continue that today. We're just about done, I promise. All right, so we were talking about hexadecimal in the last episode. And we're today going to be talking about conversion from hexadecimal to decimal. How does that math look? Well, when we look over at hexadecimal to decimal, we see that the whole reason we want to do this, as we've said before, is size, how much space we're going to take up on the computer. We have 105 decimal, which equals 69 hexadecimal. Why? Because hex 69 takes 2 characters to display, and 105 decimal takes 3. So now, if we go into looking at how this converts, you can see here that when we want to convert from hex to decimal or vice versa, we have a couple of ways to do it. We can do it manually, or we can just use a hex to decimal calculator. But of course, anybody can do it the easy way. In this method, we're going to convert 69 hex 69 to binary by adding ones in the placeholders to total the value in the binary. As you can see, we have 6 on the bottom and 9 on the bottom corresponding with their nibbles. We fill in ones till we get the numbers we need in binary to equal that digit. So this makes our binary look like this. Now let's get into decimal. We have to drop the nibble divider. What? Yeah, we got to drop the nibble divider. Remember, when we're talking about hex, we use nibbles. When we talk about decimal, we need bytes. So we drop the nibble divider and we go back to the byte order. You see the numbers go all the way to 128 on the leftmost bit again. As before, only count the placeholders with a 1 in them. And we get decimal 105. To go from decimal to hex, it's just simply the reverse. You do the numbers on the top to get your decimal, then you drop in a nibble divider and change the 2 to the powers of in each nibble and calculate it that way, and you're going to get the hex. Now, method 2 would be to simply go to base 16 or hexadecimal directly. Already base 16 math is looking hard, but the hex number we're dealing with is small enough to convert using this method, so we're going to continue. What this now looks like is 6 times 16 plus 1 times 9 equals 96 plus 9 is 105 decimal. But you can see now why why doing it through the first method is so much easier. Now, if you want to get really, really crazy, we can see what happens if we need a bigger number than 256. The binary just goes on and on and on. Well, folks, we've reached the end of another episode. So in the meantime and in between time, that's it. Another episode of 3 Minutes Max.